Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, and we're getting motivated. I am Dino Marvel. Over here is Miss Crystal. Good morning,
Hi
Crystal.
guys. Good morning. I just had a super big alligator yawn before we just started that live. Like that was, everyone can see
I
my
mean,
tonsils.
hey, listen. Sometimes you just have to. That's only
Do
fair.
you still have your tonsils?
Yep.
Me too. What does that mean? I think it means you're special. Like if you have your wisdom teeth, like I do. Do you still have your wisdom teeth?
Nope. I got stupid holes.
Nah, see, you're not wise anymore. I think they suck out all the wisdom out of everyone when they take their wisdom teeth.
I mean, I feel like insurance won't pay for that, but yeah, you got to pay a little extra, and they'll suck it out. Yeah,
They'll suck out your wisdom. I don't want to pay for that. I want to keep my wisdom.
Huh.
All
Trust
the
me,
wisdom.
it's a great process. No, I'm just joking. Yeah.
So I wanted to start off today because I heard on another podcast. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, walkie talkies are neat. Hello. Go on.
I saw on another podcast that they were talking about like what your algorithm is projecting, right?
Yeah.
About what you need in life. And the guy's algorithm was projecting that he needed kids. Well, my algorithm lately, it keeps showing up Botox stuff. So I think the internet is trying to tell me, Instagram and the Facebook are trying to tell me that I need some Botox.
That's rude.
I know, like right?
That's not very nice. It's not a yeah. We're a bunch of dicks.
I was looking at mine after I saw that, and all I have is like food and Botox commercials, or not like advertisement.
I don't know. Recently, mine started showing me midgets, and I'm like,
oh yeah, you said that. We talked about this.
Yeah. Can we request Dino puts the Dodgers hat back on? Oh yeah, sure.
No oh yeah.
I lost a bet. It's a nice hat, so I'm okay with it. But yeah, I had them embroider a Canadian thing on it too.
Oh my! So you got that specially made?
Well, no. So I was there, and we were doing embroidering. I'm like, I actually lost the bet. So because it was Toronto versus LA, and my buddy in LA was like, we should have to wear each other's merch, and I'm like, that's fair. And then Toronto lost, and I was like, fuck. So,
but they played such a good game, though.
They did. Like, they really did.
I know it's over, but we even converted some fans.
I don't get that.
No, I think we did. I heard it. I heard people talk about it. I heard Brendan Schwab talk about it.
Ultimately, you know what? It was. I went to. I was down in the States, and I was like, "Oh, this is a perfect opportunity." I'm like, "I need a Dodgers hat," and they're like, "Why?" And I'm like, "I lost a bet. I'm Canadian." And they're like. Yeah, and they're like, you know what? We can actually embroider a Canadian, like a maple leaf on it. And I'm like, that's it. I may have lost. I don't have to be smile about it. That's fine. It's very reasonable.
I'm so sorry. I keep yawning. You're keeping me awake. You're keeping
well, I'm trying. You can give the lids a bit of money to embroider anything on there. You cannot put HH on there, though. I asked hypothetically. Jesus Christ, Joey. Botox is also apparently great for migraines and chronic joint pains. I'm like, you know what?
That's what I'm gonna tell my doctor, so I get it for free.
I'm gonna get Botox, and my knees are gonna look gorgeous. That's where all of my chronic joint pain is happening. Yeah, yeah, they'll look gorgeous. That's where my joints are. What are you doing? No. What are you doing? We're having a motivating morning, sir. Or ma'am.
What are you doing? Just hanging out.
Hi from Slovenia. How are things in Slovenia? Listen, there's a lot of weird news we've been getting. So any information you can give us about Slovenia, we'd love to hear it. I hope you guys are okay.
News that we're getting. I'm not paying attention.
Everyone says the sky is falling, and I'm like, I don't think the sky is falling. I think people want you to think that the sky is falling. No, everywhere.
Oh.
In general. There's a lot of talk about war and strife, Crystal.
I haven't been paying attention to the news at all lately because I have my own life to be worried about.
Yeah, that's the way I try and live things because everything else sucks. I don't want to get involved in that.
Conspiracy. I get way too in it, and I start thinking that the sky is falling. Like I get where people are getting in this fear mongering like mindset. Is because like every time you turn on the television, even just to watch simple programs like we were talking about 90 Day Fiance, it's so sad because you feel like the world is ending because everybody's on all these different drugs that are giving them these horrible side effects.
And I love drugs. Like, don't get me wrong. It's just,
Once
we
upon a
have a
time, I loved them so much myself, but
yeah, I mean, we have Slovenian Cultural Center in Cleveland. That's a good thing. That's only fair.
Oh.
We actually have a Slovenian consulate here. Really?
Oh,
Cleveland's
you're
fallen
right.
to the Reds. That's it.
Cleveland.
Sorry.
So what is our ties then with the Slovakia, or what is it? Slovenia?
Slovenia? I don't
Slovenia.
know.
What are our
Well, it's
ties? Do we have like geopolitical ties with them?
I mean, yeah, with all of Europe. I am going to need Crystal to cease watching 90 Day Fiance. That's not going to happen. That's like just to be very clear, she'll never stop watching 90 Day Fiance
Now
as long as they're putting it out.
$7 a month in order to watch that now. So
Yeah.
now I have
Someone just sent me something. She's Hey Joey, in case you must visit Slovenia. So I'm Greek, but I've never visited Slovenia. Let's pull it up on the map.
Where is
Also,
Slovenia?
Joey,
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
look, I'm gonna pull it up. Don't worry. Joey, if you're looking for hypothetically, if you were looking for these HH hats, a company named Helly Hansen, their logo is two H's. Just an FYI. That's in case anybody was interested.
HH? Like, what is that?
There was a guy who got rejected from art school back in the 30s and ended up doing a lot of bad stuff. And his initials were HH. And don't say it. Don't. When I say don't say it, and you're like, we're all watching, and we watch the light bulb go on top of your head, and you're like, I know who that is you're referring to. And I'm like, don't say it. And you're like, I'm going to say it regardless. I'm like, well, why would you do that?
Why can't we say Hitler? He wasn't a bad dude. He just had a lot of shit going on. He was on drugs. Maybe if he would have got some rehab, he would have been okay.
The thoughts and opinions expressed by guests on this channel do not always represent those indicative of the thing or offensive to YouTube.
The guy that went on and on and on about LPs. You say they're offensive words.
You mean midgets? I went along on midgets. I don't think midgets. Listen, midgets. People are like midgets, like the N word for little people. No, it's not. Okay, you know why? Because I can't say the N word and I can say midget. So.
I don't think you can say either of them.
I definitely can. I can say whatever I want.
Okay,
hold on.
So where's this map?
Slovenia is a country in Europe. I'm trying to find. Okay. Oh, it's just south of Austria. East of Italy, north of Croatia, and west of Hungary. I'll be honest with you. So it's like right in the fun Balkan area. I like to call it the fun Balkan area because they have a lot of really cool history. And they're proud of their history too, right? So
I like that.
I mean, it's funny. But yeah, no, so Slovenia, it's a little ways north of Greece, but I don't know. I think I might have to.
All these east and west and north, and it's just a little bit south of this. I don't know the never eat sour watermelon.
Oh, Jesus Christ! The thing about this way, you know where the boot is? Okay, so at the top of the boot.
Okay.
You're gonna when you're looking. No, yeah, where you put your foot in the top of the boot. Okay. You just go a little bit right, and that's where it is.
Okay, that's all I needed. Yeah. That's all I needed. How hard was that?
I mean, it killed my soul. It killed my soul a little bit. I like only
simple. I'm a simple kind of woman. I need things simply explained. I need simple reasoning.
Anyone who has had sisters, been married, or in a long-term relationship knows whenever a woman says, "I'm simple," she's a fucking liar. She's a liar. We all know it.
That's true.
There's some guy who never had any siblings or dated anyone who's like, "Hey, I need a simple girl." No, you don't. She'll kill you. She'll kill you. Aggressively.
Yeah, I suppose I'm not so simple. I just
she's simple, like, nuclear fission or understanding geopolitics right now. Only a bit over 2 million people in Slovenia. I mean, listen, that's the thing is it's there are a lot of very beautiful places in Europe, and yeah, it's worth checking out that kind of stuff. The population of approximately 2.13 million as of late 2015, with the Statistical Office of the reporting Yeah. So October 1st, 2025, they had a little over 2 million people. Hey, that's
Oh,
more than enough people. You don't need more
and
people
those
than that.
are just the clarified people, like the people that they know about.
I
The
mean,
people on paper.
it is. I'm looking at pictures and it's a beautiful place.
Oh.
But yeah, I've never been to Slovenia.
How
I've
many
driven
countries
through it,
in
but
Europe have you been to, or how many not country? Yeah, well, yeah. How many countries in Europe have you been to?
not too many. So I've been to Greece, Turkey, Germany, London, France, Italy.
Not too many.
Uh,
That seems
no,
like
not. It's not. It's really not. It's not a lot. I've been to a few places in Asia. I've been to a few places in the Caribbean. Yeah, I like a
You're
lot
well
of people.
traveled.
I don't know about well traveled, but I do travel. It's
Yeah.
I've not had a sheltered life, which I appreciate. Like traveling is really important. Like even like you experience was you've taken a bus, you've taken a train, and stuff like that.
That
Just
train was the
learning what.
best experience of my whole entire life.
So I'm trying to think of I might take a train across to Vancouver. I'm supposed to go to do a thing. So
Oh my god, I want to take that train. I want to take that.
yeah.
I've been wanting to go.
Well,
I want to go
it's a,
on one that you have to sleep overnight and everything.
yeah. Also, hold on. Slovenia was the constituent republic of the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia from its formation from World War II until it declared independence in June 1991. You know what that means? They have really cool shit. Yeah, because if they were a hub for something like because Yugoslavia was a huge like they had a lot of power, a lot of horrible things happen, but still, it's yeah. Also, when women say I am worth it, they're most definitely not worth it. Dino has never been to Africa or Australia. That's correct.
Oh.
That is 100% accurate.
There's lots of I want to go to North Africa.
Yeah, that's an easy 8-day journey. Yeah, I mean, listen, boring. Thanks. Hey, honestly, Slovenia, I would like to go. I want to go to Serbia, Croatia, Slovenia, Budapest. Or where Budapest is in Hungary. Yeah, and like Romania. I have a friend in Romania who's teaching art, and I really want to go visit
Oh my
him.
god,
it'd be really cool.
Yeah,
he's like a real
online that asked what the capital of all these countries were, and you know what? I just flukily guessed, and I did really well.
Hey, what's up, Chris? How's it going? It's going well. We're having our Monday show on Tuesday, which is going to ruin the rest of our week because we get all wonky when that happens, but that's okay. Listen,
you know what?
We're gonna survive.
It's really okay. It's one day. It's less than 24 hours. Okay, from the time it's 24.
You know what? That's what the dinosaurs. That's what the dinosaurs said. You're like, it's just a rock in the sky. What's the big deal? And then boom, everybody died. What's the rant about? I mean, we're open to topics, Chris. Feel free to give us a topic to rant about. I'm happy to. Usually, I rant at the end of just about life and things, but all at the same time, yeah, we're happy to rant about anything because
like the Epstein file stuff.
I'm old and she's 40 minutes away from hot flashes, so she's ready to fucking yeah.
Do you want to hear a rant? Okay, so I was watching on the Joe Rogan show. Okay, I was watching how now apparently you can't say Epstein, like you can't use the word Epstein on TikTok.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
So like you're just not allowed to type that in at all for like is the word Epstein. Isn't that so crazy?
I mean, so Chris says he's 43. I'm 45.
And it's so much worse than what everyone thought.
Oh, yeah, everything is so much worse than that. Hey, Chris, you said you're 43. I'm 45.
I'm 42.
She's not. She's 37. You know how women are. They're all like, I'm demure. She might be 31. But yeah, so if there's anything that you want to rant about, Chris, feel free to hit the comments and I will trust me. I will jump. I'm a Trump supporter. Well, so we're in Canada. We're both in Canada. So we're not necessarily Trump supporters, but we are Trump enthusiasts.
I'm a big fan.
You know what? And to be fair, Chris, our perspective is not that the J in Donald J. Trump stands for genius. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is a vote for Trump was a vote against the political bureaucracy that has ruined America and Canada as well. And that is the real point, is that he's trying. And you know what?
Wow.
I'm sad
I'm so
that
proud of you, Dino. You flipped so good on this topic because not too long ago, Dino was like basically demonizing me for liking Trump. So now
no. I don't demonize anyone's beliefs. You know why? Because I'm actually a good person. You know, everyone else who says they're a good person are full of shit. I actually try. I'm a bad person that does good things. So I try. Yeah. I'm logical with my thoughts. Exactly, Chris. Like, I'm not saying, you know what? Hey, when Trump is like, hey, illegal immigrants shouldn't be here. Yeah. We need normal immigrants who actually help come to the country for a better life. Listen, my parents were immigrants. Back in like 1846, her ancestors were immigrants. They've been here ever since. They like the place, you know, but
yep, I'm so Canadian. Like, it's in my Forever 21 or whatever it's called. Me. What is it called? Where you do the test?
23andMe.
That's it. 23andMe.
I'm 44 with our powers combined. We are Captain Arthritis. I mean, that's accurate. Yeah,
that's accurate.
Dino sounds like someone who has never made money off of political bureaucracy. I hate it. So this is my problem, is that I don't think healthcare or education or politics should be profitable. That's my honestly, it's one of those things where if there's enough money to be buying your way to make laws, you have too much money. Yeah, that's the thing. Paid protester riders, bro.
Oh my god.
Okay, so Chris, I might encourage you.
Don Lennon, not Don Lemon. I think it's Don Lennon that was giving Starbucks to a bunch of these protesters and stuff. Like, and then he went on because the police stopped him from, like, because he parked his car and then they gave him trouble because he was going to give these Starbucks to these protesters or whatever, right? And he's like, they're telling us we don't have the right to protest, have a peaceful protest and stuff. They're like, no, you just parked your car in the middle of the road and decided that you're going because he's not on, he got kicked off, right? So now he's like an independent person, but he's like an independent person that has no idea what to do now because like nobody, you know.
Yeah. Like, so there was a leak of a video where somebody was like, a news person was like, hey, why don't you go get a job? And she's like, I'm getting paid right now. And she was like, oh, cat's out of the bag, because there's been rumors about paid protesters abundantly. And the idea that you could be paid, like, so I want to be very clear. So I had a very religious background growing up, and I choose not to be religious anymore. But that doesn't mean that those things, you got to calm down. Just don't worry about it. Okay. But the fact is that there's a lot of things that still are viable. One of those things that I always like to point out to people is the idea that how a shepherd takes care of his flock, right? A paid shepherd, like a hired hand that's a shepherd, would abandon the flock for his own life. Whereas somebody who it's his flock would fight to the bloody end to save his flock, right? It's a different perspective. So in the same sense, someone who is paid to protest for a subject doesn't care about that. They care about getting paid.
Well, and that's look at the BLM movement. I know that we're not ones to talk about this subject, but they were buying beautiful properties and stuff, like real estate, with the money from this movement.
And it's not to say that you're not allowed to buy real estate, but it's the fact that you misappropriated funds, right?
Yeah,
you
exactly. Funds,
right. So it's the same thing in California. They've been given billions of dollars to help the homeless, and now there are more homeless. Exactly. How do you spend billions of dollars and make more homeless? You're not trying to make homeless, you're trying to stop homelessness. But the fact is, if you stop homelessness, these people are out of a job, and they're like, oh, I can't be out of a job. You're like,
pharmaceutical industry, you know, they make drugs to get people on like other drugs, and to keep having to take all these drugs. Like, I remember when I was using narcotics, and when I was trying to come off of them, they were trying to give me other drugs to come off of them, which were just as like addictive or worse. And then you had to stay on for like all this. I'm like, what? Or how about I
Yeah.
just not do anything? You know, here's
Yeah.
an idea. Here's an idea. Like,
Joey said, Forever 21 and Me, you get trendy clothes for old people and a genetic DNA test. Yeah, for sure. I'm a firm believer of that's happened. Oh, definitely haven't. Don Lemonhead is a clown. I actually sent out a meme to a few people that was like, if they can arrest Don Lemon, they can arrest you. And you're like, yeah, Don Lemon. This is the thing is there's a rule that says you're allowed to practice your religion. And I think that's a good rule. And I think that that's one of the important freedoms, just like freedom of speech, and stuff like that. So him going into a church aggressively and trying to disrupt it is like, understand that that's what people term religious persecution in the whole rest of the world. And now listen and understand, if you can go into a church and disturb their process, what's to stop other people from messing with people who maybe are having their afternoon prayer?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe people
like,
who are practicing other religions.
To a synagogo or a mosque or something like this.
Exactly.
And do it. Are you kidding me? I like to see John Lennon try to walk into one of them places and do it. Yeah. Go walk into a mosque and try to disrupt them and see what happens.
It's not even, and you know what? It's not even that. You're going, listen, don't bring religion into shit because listen, there was a long time in history that religion was very involved in world events. And I'll tell you, it wasn't a good time for a lot of people. Okay? I don't care
there, though, a little bit. Like, people are starting to make religious movements. Like, they're trying to be like anti-Christians, anti-God, anti-this, anti-that. And it's like, and it's bad. It's all bad, you know, like.
Yeah, well, so hold on. Walkie Talkie Sneeze says, I don't care if you want to protest. Fair. Be respectful of others. Also fair. Don't block roads. There could be an emergency. 100% fair. Don't loot. Don't spread misinformation. Basically, don't be a cunt. Yeah, I know. Like, see, this is the thing is that a secret like a secret mystery that people don't understand? You're like, hey, try to live your life and not be a piece of shit. And they're like, what? Not be a piece of shit. I've been being a piece of shit this whole time. How could you tell me to not be a piece of shit when it's all I have? And you're like,
yeah, man. The instructions when they tell you don't bring the hairdryer into the bathtub, or don't.
Literally like it's the smallest thing. But now there are shepherds in. Oh, bro. There are shepherds in wolf clothing. There are foreign shepherds in wolf clothing. They are not even our flock coming in, and they're like, no, we've been here the whole time. Don't tell them anything. It's ridiculous. Wolves and shepherds. Yeah, no. Don Lemon. Honestly, yeah. You don't charge a church, bro. So listen, I'm a firm believer that churches should be paying taxes.
Yes.
Okay, I'll say that. Now, should they be paying reduced taxes like a corporation? Yes, I think they should.
Yes.
No taxes? I don't think that's reasonable. And I think that is a free pass that isn't fair, right? Yeah. Because they like ultimately it's not that churches sell a service. They have an important role, but the fact is that they haven't been pulling their weight for a very long time. So now you should get taxed. Right? If you weren't, because remember, like, look, if
that's
churches
not why
were using,
I think that they should be taxed personally. I just think that if they were to be taxed, it would take away from the fact that, like, there's a lot of corruption, a lot of, you know, bogus stuff that happens within churches for financial purposes.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I'll tell you this much is if you pay taxes, that means there are records of your.
Exactly.
Money.
That's what
That's the point.
Because you get these like big mega churches and stuff where the people are flying around on private jets and all this crazy stuff. You see this one guy that had like 2 jets and blah, 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 all this stuff.
Yeah. So, and you know what? And Chris, you're right. That's a double-edged sword. So this is the thing is unless a church can show that it's contributing to the community equivalent to what they should be paying in tax. So this is the thing is if I, as a church, also fund a community center with programs for the thing, and that is equivalent or exceeding how much I would pay in taxes, I would give them a pass. But if you're not contributing to your community, taxes. That's the whole point. The whole reason for them not to be taxed was so that because they already do so much. Remember, in churches, how churches used to be was that they were the main hub for the community. And also, like, so back in the day, if you lost your job, you would go to your local priest or parish or whatever and be like, hey, these are my skills. This is what I do. If you hear of anything, and they go, say less. Let me call a few guys that I know have companies. You might not get the right work, but you might have temporary work so your family has food on the table.
Exactly.
It's not give free food. No. Hey, you can go work. It may not be perfect, but you know what? It'll keep the heat on.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point. And then,
or if you were in distress, you could go to your local church or something, and like they would help. Like even if you were having like they used to be the place that people go for like that, exactly that situation. Even if you were hungry, if you were whatever, your churches were you were like the safe place to go for people. Like that's why people used to abandon their babies at churches all the time.
No, and that's a real thing, and that's why it's understanding the history of it. Where like I personally have friends who had migrated from it was a friend from France. His parents came, couldn't find work, went to the church, and the guy goes, yeah, I'm having trouble finding work. And the guy's like, oh, do you donate to the church? He goes, no, we just moved here. We're poor. We're trying to, start a new life. And the guy's like, oh, if you don't contribute, I don't care about you. Like it was very much, oh, if you're not one of my contributing flock, then don't go fuck yourself, right? Which you're going, yeah. And since that day forward, that it was my buddy's grandpa was like, oh, we're never going to church again. If that's how it's run, get fucked, right?
Oh my God, that's terrible. That's
very terrible.
That's no like work of God at all. Like you're supposed to be representing God, and God is giving, and God gave us all these natural resources. God is giving. God is not taketh away. Well, God is giving and helping. That's why we have all these resources. We have life. We have oxygen. That's the image of God. Not not unless you do this.
I don't know. At some point, though, Crystal, I kind of like the wrathful God who lights people on fire from the sky. I mean, I could take both. They're trying to use the act they used to block people from protesting abortion clinics to arrest Dawn. Yeah, well, hey, it's law. Don't shoot people in the head when they are on the ground, too. I mean, it's easier to shoot them when they're on the ground, Joey. Also, First and Second Amendments are a cool thing. 100% they are cool. Hey, listen, and that's you got ICE undercover agents starting shit in the. See, this is the thing, Joey, and this is where I have a real question: is ICE is active the whole country, across the country, okay? Yet we're only hearing about these crazy stories from one place, Minnesota. Why? Conveniently, Minnesota also is responsible for billions of dollars being misappropriated and taken. What happened? Like it's very, hold on. I'm not standing here going that, oh, ICE are doing right. Hey. They're cops. Cops aren't fucking scientists. Okay. They're not the peak of knowledge. No. They're doing a job.
Yeah.
Let's do a job. And the fact is, we all know that, hey, if I get pulled over, I make sure my hands are on display, all my windows are down, everyone feels safe. We deal with it. You give me my ticket, you don't give me my ticket, whatever happens, I'm going to go to court and deal with the other adults, and we'll hammer out a deal. That's what that is. You, right? But that's the thing is,
police. I put out my doobie. I say, hello, officer.
Yeah, and that's where you go, hey, everything's fine. Like, look, I've told this story on stage a couple times where I got pulled over. I was full 500 plus pounds. Okay. I'm in a Nissan Versa, which if you know, a Nissan Versa, if it had a moonroof, I could stand up and wear it like a dress. It is a very small car. Cop pulls me over, says, I'm license registration. I'm like, officer, listen, I'm very fat. I can't reach my wallet. I have to get out of the car. And he was like, all right, well, use two hands. I'm like, bro, if I could use two hands to open the car door, we wouldn't be having the conversation. I'm too fat, okay? But I'll show you both my hands. I was halfway out the car. Okay. I still had I had one foot down and I'm slowly getting up, and he backs up into traffic, puts his hand on his gun, and he's like, what the fuck are you? And I'm like, just a large person. Everything's fine. I'm not moving fast. We're good.
We're gonna be okay.
Well, this is the thing is he was a little guy, and I'm like, yeah, I would, it wouldn't have been a fun experience. But I'm like, hey, everything's fine. Everything's cool, man. I'm just big. Everything's fine. Everything's cool.
fine.
I'm moving very slowly. I'm like, here, listen, I'm using 2 fingers. I'm going to reach into my pocket and everything's fine. Okay.
Everything's
afterward,
fine until you shoot them in the face. I'm sure this is like what people are afraid of, what police officers are afraid of all the time. Because
so
it's
I
always
always
the one that says that I'm simple or everything
Yeah.
is fine. They're lying.
That's no bad story. You guys remember the pastor who bought a Bentley for the church, bro?
Yeah.
Did you guys see there was a video of a pastor saying, calling out one of their parishioners, saying like, well, you were supposed to give 1,500. Like, all I had was 1,000. And he's like, yeah, but you failed. You failed the church because you only gave. And she was like, but I don't have rent money now. He's like, yeah, that's a you problem. You need to give more to the church. And you're just like, what the fuck is on about? I live close to Memphis, Tennessee, and there are National Guards on ICE. Been very peaceful process. See, how is that? And Tennessee, okay, so Chris, let me know, Chris. Tennessee, not necessarily the most I don't want to say law abiding, but like they're not kissing the man's ass in Tennessee, is my perspective. They kind of, hey, I live peacefully. I'm not fucking with anybody. Leave me the fuck alone, or I'm gonna shoot you. I think like that's my opinion of most of the Bible Belt, is they just want to be left alone. Which, hey, I agree with you wholeheartedly.
I agree with it 100%. Raise your cattle and go.
I mean, raise your squirrels, whatever. I don't care. But the fact is, hey, don't bother me. I'm not doing anything wrong. And the fact that I like that idea where people are like, people are getting carded and stuff. You're like, okay. And then they're like, we're hunting. The best thing I've ever seen is fuck the Bible Belt and their anti-weed ways. I disagree with that, but I feel like the Bible Belt would be okay with mushrooms. I don't know, Joey. I feel like there's
because they want to see God. Everybody wants to talk to Jesus. So everybody's okay with it.
Bro, get lost. So Memphis is a violent city. I've heard that. Tennessee is whatever outside of Smashville. I don't know what that means. We are great people in the South and don't take shit. But this is the thing, Chris. Nobody should take shit.
No.
I'm sorry. Hey, I'm not giving you shit. Why am I going to be taking shit? That doesn't make sense, right? It's a very weird perspective that people are like, you have to take my shit. No, I don't. Get fucked, right? It's very peculiar that the whole idea that people stand on, they're like, no, I'm in charge, so you have to get fucked.
I can't. That's why for me it was so hard during COVID. Like, because everyone is sitting there following all these crazy orders, but it's like weird, bizarre things. It's like, and I was saying during COVID, because we were airing, and I'm like, next thing you know, they're going to be telling us to rub our belly 3 times and pat our heads. And that's the only way that's going to get rid of COVID. And we all have to do it or else we're going to get fined.
I can do that. And in reverse, I've been practicing for that for years. I can do it both and in reverse with different hands.
I can't do it at all. Like, well, I guess I'm doing it now. I don't know.
Yeah, well, people that aren't familiar with the South tend to stereotype for sure, but I don't think that people in the South are dumb. I think they're extra cautious, is my opinion. No, because religion does that. Religion makes you extra cautious because the whole point of religion is it superseded culture with principles. So in other words, if my culture says we should have these principles, great. But if my religion are another set of principles, my religion is theoretically international, right? So anywhere I go will be those same principles.
Okay.
The problem is that the ass is falling out of that because people are stupid, right? So
well, it's not just any religion in specific. It's not any culture in specific, because everybody takes their way they perceive things and their perspective on things differently. So that's why you have so many varieties of Christians, so many varieties of a Muslim, so many varieties of a whatever other religions, you have the Catholics. There's so many people that believe different things on them. So, but that's where it goes. It's how you personally perceive, or how one certain group personally perceives their religion or their way of going about it.
Absolutely. Chris says the whole Bible Belt thing is about broken. Can I ask, Chris, is that something that happened in the late 90s, early 2000s? Because a lot of the structure that I want to say the world was religious based really started to fall apart around then. Like it was early
Yeah.
2000s where it was just like, all right, fuck it. Like just everything kind of
2008 and 2009, that's when a lot of shit went down. 2007,
definitely.
2008, 2009,
I
those
think
years specifically.
yeah. And I think that's a mainstream media propaganda. Oh, for sure. This is, well, because it was 2012 when the rule was changed so that mainstream media can lie to you, which I'm like, honestly, I've been saying this for a while, and we talked about it on this show, was the idea that I want my news read in a very monotone fashion, with no enthusiasm, no graphics, by an old white man with a cigarette just hanging out. He's like, no, in today's news, and just tell me the truth. I'll make my own opinion. Your job as the news is just to inform me, not to tell me how to feel about it. And the fact that all
or
news right now
inform
is
me too of everything that's happening and not just little pinpoints of things.
oh yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like, because even I had my one uncle when the whole COVID thing was happening. Sorry to keep bringing that up because I don't like talking about it that much, but when that was happening, because I'm like, we were having the debate about where like it came from type thing, because he still was in the belief that it came from like a bat type thing, you know what I mean?
God, yeah.
So he was under that belief still, and I'm like, where do you get your information? And he's like, I read the headlines. I'm like, okay, well, like I actually research things and I actually look into it more, but people will just the breaking points, the news breaking now, this is happening, as long as it has like some big thing, you know, like the big bold letters that sells what they're saying, because nobody reads past that. They're like, they'll see it when they're grocery shopping. Oh, you know, like, I don't know.
Did you know that Diana didn't die in that tunnel and she's a lizard living in the Bahamas? You're going, what the fuck is the George W. Bush and Barack Obama fucked our country up. Aggressively so, sorry. A bunch of crybabies during COVID. Bro, the amount of so this is the thing is I couldn't go out because we had older people in the house, right? So I'm like, they weren't my old people, they were my wife's old people. So I'm like, if I bring home COVID and they get sick, she'll divorce me. She'll divorce me, probably murder me, which is completely justifiable. So I'm like, I'll just hang out. It's fine. And you know what? I don't regret that sacrifice. But at the same time, I still see people driving around by themselves with a face mask on. And you're like, hey. And for me, I just look at them. I'm like, are you okay? And they're like, yeah, I'm 9 times boosted. And you're like, you're not okay. You should talk to somebody.
You're going to choke on a plastic bag, those kind of people. You know, when they're like, don't put this bag over your head. Those are the people that put those bags over their heads. You know?
So this is, and you know what? Like, I'm Chris. I feel like you'll enjoy this, and Joey, you will too. Is like, I'm a firm believer. Take the warnings off everything. Put peanuts in everything. It'll sort itself out. Give it 6 months. 6 months, we'll be fine. Be fine. Hey, there's gonna be a lot of people who are gonna be like, I don't. Should I just take it? And you're like, well, you're allergic to peanuts. You're like, yeah, but this doesn't say anything. And you're like, well, it's a peanut butter sandwich.
I should just eat that little thing that comes in the shoe boxes. That little freshener pack.
COVID was a test to see who would not comply, to see who would take it. Oh, absolutely. There's no question about that. George W. Bush and Barack Obama did not fuck the country up. Well, I would enjoy hearing how, in someone's opinion, they fucked the country up, especially compared to Trump. The way that they fucked up the country was that they removed protections that existed, and also let's be honest,
allow fear mongering. They said it's okay to make the public scared in order for them to comply with their orders, because they're all about compliance. Like, so that's what it is.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, so it's not necessarily that. And remember too, is Obama is still the deporter in chief, and George W. Bush wrapped you guys up in a 70 million year war that really it set the mark. Like, look, there's in no question in my mind that Rome didn't fall. It turned into a religion. Okay. London, the empire that was London, did not fall. It became a bank. And the empire that is the United States of America is not going to fall. It is going to become the war machine of the planet. That's what it is.
100%.
Right? Those are three giant organizations that are at this point, we're kind of in a situation where they're too big to fail because there's money just keeps on funneling into them from who the fuck knows where. So and that's why is like they took away a lot of the protections that existed to stop this kind of shit from happening, and now it's a runaway train. And that's the problem is now you can't turn the juice off. Like,
no,
if you turn the juice off,
that power, a little bit of power, then it's all downhill from there. It's like you give them a little bit, you give somebody an inch, they take a mile, you know, or whatever.
So, well, and that's the thing is, so, and Chris says no vaccines for my family, me or my family. So I didn't get vaccinated, and my wife and her parents did, and the worst part was, I remember she got the good one first, and then they were like, hey, which one did you get last time? And she was like, this one. Okay. And now it's her second shot, and they're like, oh, we're going to give you Moderna so that way you have more coverage. And I'm like, that's not how vaccines work. That's not how vaccines work. And Victoria was like, they called me to do a third, and I'm like, you're seriously going to continue this fucking new, like, just absolute stupidity? And she was like, no, I understand now. I'm like, good. Thanks. And Chris, you know what? Hell, we have to die from something. We have to. Hey, this is the crazy part is nobody gets out alive.
Yeah.
Nobody. Okay. And you know what? If you're a piece of shit, that's on you. But you at some point, you know, you have to pay for your sins. That's just life. We are already the war machine, have been since the 50s, Korea, Vietnam. Yeah, I know. But that's the thing is, it's now so you've always been the war machine because that was the last job that was available. The problem is that it's now all you have, and your populace is suffering. That's the difference, is that you progressively have constantly been in war, but now you're like, now we're a war machine where we're just nonstop.
But they're at war with themselves. Like, they're just at war. Like, they have so much going on. It's projecting on. I am so scared for Canada because of being like the allies, only because, like I say, I've said it before, I'll say it 100 times over again, because if you're going to attack somebody, you're going to attack their ally first. Like, somebody was more definitely going to attack us before they attack the US, to give the US a fear, like, to be like, hey, we got your little brother, you know?
Which is problematic. Put me and that idiot that said I was wrong on the panel, I would smoke him. Don't. It was saline water. Actually, you know what the funny thing is? If you look at the numbers for how many vaccinations happened and how long it takes to manufacture vaccinations, and you run those numbers, you'll stand there going, that doesn't make any sense. Something's wrong here. And it's very disconcerting. Joey says, I got the Johnson & Johnson one, then I died. Then I got the Moderna one and was in a coma for 3 months. Then I was given weed finally and completely healthy. So this is the funny thing is, I have a friend who works at a nuclear power plant, and they were like, we need people here, like, because it's a nuclear power plant. There's no day off. It's a nuclear power plant, right? And he got Johnson & Johnson. And I was like, bro, make sure you freeze some of your boys because your balls are dead. Because Johnson & Johnson, you're like, bro, Johnson & Johnson came out first, and they were like, it works 60%. And everyone's like, that's not a brag that you're okay with, bro. And they're like, wait, no, it's 60%. That's a solid C. You're like, nobody wants to see, man. This is supposed to, and then the best part is, after that, everyone's like, it's 93.7% effective. Oh, it's 97.2%. It's nothing. It's all bullshit. Because then they're like, oh, it's going to stop you from giving it. It's going to stop you from getting it. Nope.
I don't want to
stop absolutely nothing.
Any conspiracy out there, but for somebody who didn't get vaccinated, and I'm the only person that I know that, like, out of my family circle that wasn't vaccinated, I'm the only one also that didn't get COVID.
So I only got COVID once, and that was year.
And two, your health circumstances, though, if anyone was gonna get COVID, it would have been you, because
I mean, I am a ticking time bomb. That is true. Yeah.
At the time, you were overweight, you were smoking heavily, you were not taking care. Like, you were the person that would get it. Yeah. So for you to only get it once is still awesome, because I know people that were in very good physical shape and everything that got it like 5 times.
Yeah, which is, hey, I know a few people that were like, I've had COVID 8 times, and I'm like,
or you
maybe wash your hands.
Sick.
Just maybe wash your hands a little bit more. Maybe
or
you should do that.
Got fucking sick too. That too. You know.
So Joey brings up an interesting point. He says, being the war machine is what gives the U.S. its power. No question there. But he says, without the military, we are India, Brazil. Hey, man, just an FYI, I'm up here in Canada. We don't have the war machine, and we only recently became India. We haven't been India like long term. It's been very short term. So I disagree with that. I think the vaccines were a way for our governments to get the stimulus money. Bro, the amount of money that changed hands for reasons of it's for COVID bullshit.
Everybody made money.
Bro, listen,
they showed, like,
Beyonce made money.
Everybody made money.
Listen, Beyonce made fucking PPE money. Get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about? Canada is U.S. adjacent, not the best example. Mexico is the best example. Hey, and Mexico, having been to Mexico, and not just tourist Mexico, I've been into like buttfuck middle of the desert Mexico. Still a beautiful city. It was great. I have zero issues with it. It was nice.
I want to go to Mexico so bad.
It's very fun. I made out like a bandit with COVID money. I know. See, this is the problem. Is that's a bad thing. And like I hate for people to think that I hate money, because I love money, right? Money buys me Legos. I love money. It's the greatest thing. Okay. But you can't, it was just having fun with that bottle there.
Yeah.
So, but that's the thing is,
come up.
oh, right. It was an ice cube. Justin Trudeau, did y'all do? Oh, bro, he doesn't even work here. He doesn't even work here, and he's still causing problems. Okay.
Oh, he's still. But it's such a weird fucking conspiracy too that him and Katy Perry are together. And I'm sorry for my F-bomb that I inappropriately used there, but that him and Katy Perry are together.
Katy Perry is going to get Justin Trudeau pregnant. That's just scientific fact. Okay. Him and his big vagina and her giant wieners. It's fine. They shut down my sporting events. The COVID money was we are sorry about it from the government. Yeah, but this is the thing, Joey, is it wasn't real. Like that's the problem, is that, like, so right now the Nipah virus is coming out of India. Quarantine up to wazoo. There are
Oh.
And countries around it are also doing scans at the border to make sure, hey, if anyone has a fever, get quarantine immediately, right?
Oh my God.
So this is the thing, is they actively took charge of the situation, started scanning people immediately as soon as there was a whisper. Why? So remember, when I was in Asia just a few months ago, every time I walked out to a secure area, they were like, you have to take your hat off because we take your temperature. And they would because they use a fucking laser.
Oh my God.
And they test everybody who walks through. Hey, I've never felt safer. It was wonderful.
I know. I just feel like there's so much there to that. I've been watching way too much Netflix.
No. And so Big Pharma is a worldwide scam. See, Chris, and Chris, this is the thing that I will tell you, is that I said earlier, I'm not sure if you were here, I don't believe that school should be profitable for the school. I don't think medicine should be profitable to Big Pharma specifically. Yep. And I don't think politics should be profitable as a politician, right? So with Big Pharma, this is the weird thing, is if I go to another country and get treatment, it's actually not that expensive. In the States, and now, so in Canada, we have healthcare, okay? Government funded healthcare, which is, it's not government funded, it's taxes funded. So let's calm down. But the fact is that you can still pay for stuff and get it faster. Like, we still pay for pills. Soon we're going to have dental included. It's fantastic. The only piece in that's getting hosed to the degree that being hosed is happening is in the States. Everywhere else, it was in Hangover, I think 2. I think it was Hangover 2 when they went to Thailand, and he's like, I got shot and it cost me 85 cents to get fixed up. And you're like, you know why? Because it's just fucking shit. Just take the bullet out, bandage him up, put him some fucking juice in there, give him some antibiotics, off he goes. It's not expensive, right? It's you guys are just getting fucked so horribly that it doesn't.
Even to go, people go to like Turkey and stuff to go get their teeth done and everything, like, and
I like this. You feel safe in Asia because you kill everyone that isn't compliant. That's not true. What?
Would you ever do the hair thing? Would you ever go to Turkey to get hair? Have you ever thought about that?
No.
No, you don't want to go get some hair?
No, I'm gonna grow my beard out and then over the top. It's fine.
Flip over. You've never
Joey,
thought about hair transplants?
No. Why bother? what am I gonna do? Oh, they're gonna walk around and be like, "Oh, hi everyone, look at my new hair." Hey, but see, so this is the thing, because Joey's like, you feel safe in Asia because they kill everyone that isn't compliant. Not true. We need nationalized healthcare, but a lot of people are sucking off big pharma. I agree wholeheartedly, bro. They do kill people in Asia constantly. Dubai, Singapore, they kill people here too, man. That's the problem. This is what you're trying to make it sound. See, this is the difference, Joey. Is you're pointing out to them, you're going, well, they do this, so does everyone else.
Yeah,
it has nothing to do with other like that. The idea. Oh, they just kill people. What do you think the American States does? What do you think happened with Maduro? Oh, we don't like him. Fuck it. Go get him. Bring him here. Throw him in jail. This isn't an exclusive regime.
No.
Every government in the world says, oh, that person's causing problems. Yeah, just fucking get rid of him. It's fine.
Canada does it so
I'm not saying that's wrong. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm just telling you that's how it is.
Yep. Canada does it with our own citizens. We kill them and take their organs.
Mm-hmm. If you didn't purchase Obamacare when then you were penalized on their income taxes, can you say oh yeah, that's 100%. You have to buy my stuff or else you're not patriotic. What? I mean, the US is greater than every place in Asia. No, it isn't. I'll tell you that right now. Hey, I'll tell you this much.
That's such a US thing. Was that
the US is like, we're the greatest. Like,
we're the greatest country of all time. I love that.
The US could actively shit their pants in front of everybody and be like, we did it the best though. Like, you still shit your pants, man. You shit your pants. There's no I did it the best when you shit your pants. You shit your pants. That's it. That's the rationale. Right? Where can you shoot guns and smoke weed in Asia? Thailand. You can do that in Thailand. Oh. You can do it in a lot of other countries too. Hey, I've shot guns in multiple countries in Asia, and you know what? Yeah, you just have to know the right people to get a pass, and then you're good to go. It's not this is the difference is I will agree the United States Second Amendment about having access to guns for people is one of the greatest things ever. I'm not going to say it's not. And I think that everywhere should have it. The problem is that what they should also have is you have to pass a I'm not retarded test to get
a mental health test, and you definitely should have that.
Yeah.
You should have that.
Where can you go in Asia that isn't covered in pollution? Lots of places. Honestly, so
why is everyone hating on Asia?
Well, that's because Joey's like, I'm American. American's the best. It's not. Was it the best? Yes, it was the future, bro. And you guys pissed it away.
I heard on a podcast that a spy was talking about how Americans were the easiest to fool, like when it comes to getting them to believe things, that Americans were the easiest to get them to believe things because they have so much we're the greatest and nobody, we only believe when we're go America, whatever, but the Americans were the easiest to fool.
So this is the thing. So Chris, our biggest problem in the U.S. is Democratic Party. I would question that and say your biggest problem is politicians, like bureaucracy and lobbying.
Lobbying.
That's really,
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that.
And that's why it's not necessarily that it's the Democratic Party. It's that the most lobbying and slush fund shit happens with them.
Oh,
because I'm not going to stand here and say, "Oh, the Republican Party is the greatest." No, it's not.
It starts at their schools, it starts at their their colleges and their universities and their everything, like Harvard and Yale and all their big schools. This is where it starts. The funding starts there, even in some of their high schools or their private schools and their education systems, where their most problems start.
Well, listen, so there was a whole thing where the United States was like, we finally won the math competition, for the math Olympics for the whole world. And you look at their team and you're like, yeah, they're all Asian kids. What the fuck are you on about? They're just fucking, right? Shall not be infringed. So watch this. Okay, watch how Joey backtracks. I never said America was the best, just said it was hands the fuck down better than pretty much most places in Asia. Not true. Hey.
No.
And this is the thing is, if you go to the United States
Tokyo
in the 80s or the 90s, fucking awesome, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
The problem is you guys flew too close to the sun, and then everything got taken away, and now you guys are fucked. If you are easily controlled and don't have any fun hobbies, sure, Asia is better. That's not true. Hey, that's the weird thing is that you guys are. Remember, I forget who it was that was saying, but it's like I think it was Mark Twain was like, it's easier to fool someone than it is to prove to them that they've been fooled.
Yeah,
because they're like, no, COVID was real. No, it wasn't. If you're still on wearing your fucking mask by yourself in your car,
oh my God,
bro, talk to someone. Just talk to somebody. Don't stop being unreasonable. But if you want to leave the house and actually do freedom-based shit, use it. So this is the thing is that I have in the last 5 years, I've seen a lot of peaceful protests that end up with a lot of fire, Joey. And I'll tell you, it seems like the freedom that you're using is kind of freedom everywhere. People causing shit isn't good anywhere. But the fact is, hey, a government that's left unchecked is also not okay.
Oh, and they're making themselves so that way they can't be checked now because there's so many new rules and regulations that people aren't allowed to look into these things anymore. People aren't allowed to go on these certain websites. Even when you go on like the Government of Canada website and everything, it's still, you're blocked off from seeing some important things that like as a citizen you should have access to. You should have public access to. But now the public access to these things are, nope, you can't look there. Nope, don't look there.
There's a whole thing where like our news has been cut off. It's been strangled.
Oh yeah.
And I'll be sent regularly stuff by Joey and other people in the States. And I'll say, oh, because of your where you are, you're not allowed to see this. And I'm like, the idea that I'm not allowed to see something because I'm in my country is
crazy.
So much worse than anything else.
Yeah.
As an American, I can, number one, gamble. You can do that lots of places. 2, have my gun. Again, you can do lots of places. 3, smoke weed legally. We can do that. 4, not get killed for political shit. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can get killed for political shit in the U.S. Name me one place in Asia you can do this. Hong Kong. There you go. Yeah. Actually, no, Hong Kong, you can't have guns. I think there's you know what? Let's Google it.
Yeah, but you can't.
Come on, Google.
UK or anything either.
Where in Asia is gun ownership permitted?
Well, sometimes they don't want them to have weapons so that way they can't overpower their government.
So, the Philippines, Thailand, India, China, Hong Kong, Macau. No, so Hong Kong, Macau, ownership is heavily restricted to law enforcement or private security, though airsoft guns with low muzzle energy are legal. China, generally prohibited. India, firearms can be possessed on a may issue basis, requiring strict licensing procedures. Thailand, licensing is allowed for Thai citizens for protection, and you can get weed in Thailand too, just so you know, Joey. Philippines, citizens aged 21 and older can own firearms after passing background checks and obtaining a license to own and possess firearms. This is the thing. You can't smoke weed in Hong Kong. No, but like Hong Kong is a very nice place. Like, think about it this way is, would you smoke weed in front of a hospital? No. That's what smoking weed in Hong Kong is. You don't need it. Hong Kong is beautiful and safe. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
I would like to go to Tokyo.
Yeah. Oh, Tokyo. So my thing is I'm too fat to go to Tokyo still, but I'm getting there. And even
why are you too fat to go to Tokyo?
They're very small people.
Oh, okay.
So just to put in perspective, okay? So we traveled from here to Japan and Japan to Hong Kong. That was our flight. And we changed airplanes we took Air Canada and then they linked up with a Japanese airline from Japan to Hong Kong. And I could not fit in the seats. And I'm like, hey, to the point where I'm like, I can fit comfortably in every airplane. And there was just not like, so I could fit in the seat this way, but my legs were too big. So I had to like be sideways. It was horrible. But, and I'm like, that's not anything against them. It's just, I'm a lot bigger than they are. And I'm not that flexible. So it's like, not saying I am going to visit Japan, but like America for me, at least, is better overall for the things I enjoy. I am also spoiled, and so there's that. Also true. Well, I would love to watch Joey have to deal with any Asians and not be able to speak English. I think that would be Such a funny experience. Joey, I think you should get sponsored to go to Japan and just see what happens. I think it'd be worse than the Paul brothers. You want to feel huge, get Japanese condoms. It's any condoms. Thank you very much. But hey, all right.
Okay, so rant for us, Dino.
I'm going to do a little rant. Okay. So, there is strength in numbers. This has been a fact, throughout history of life everywhere. There is strength in numbers. And one thing that we have forgotten, and I think it's really important, is that the way the world was structured was that you had to have a set of rules that you followed with your group to give you that power that numbers gives you. So if you go back in the 60s and 70s, there were three distinct areas of groups that had power. So the number one, you have the government that's organized by numbers and a lot of money and everything like that. Number two was organized crime. Organized crime was very secretive, but it kept the government in check. And then number three was unions. Okay, so unions, organized crime, and the government. Now, what this did was it created three larger groups that could have power and influence, but they kept people honest. So number one, you had unions who did a lot of shady shit, don't get me wrong, but they were able to provide a working, a livable wage for a huge amount of the population that theoretically was being abused for generations because they were not necessarily book savvy, but they were technically savvy. Then you have organized crime that realistically kind of bypasses the bureaucracy of government in many ways, shapes, and forms, but also can add influence and work with unions to create environments that aren't pushed around. And then you have the government who's just trying to get things done. Okay, this is how it was, not how it is. And to do that, they weren't allowed to be stealing from the people because organized crime took a little bit, whereas the government, and when it got rid of organized crime and has attacked unions, is now the government is taking the lion's share. And somebody posted this the other day, was that the government doesn't enforce its laws. It enforces or stamps down competition. That's what it does. And what it's done is it's taken over all these things, like something like Medicare, something like Social Security and those kind of things. Those are all things that used to be taken care of at a lower level, and now they've all gone to one centralized place, and that has created a power imbalance.
Yeah.
So the fact is that while we have numbers, we have been told it is against our best interests to use those numbers to our advantage, when the fact is that is our advantage, and we have failed in understanding that. But it's something to consider that, listen, if numbers matter, then our focus shouldn't be on our individuality, but it should be on how we can influence greater waves of people to actually have progress be better for us on the grand scheme of things. And Joey's last... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was like, that sounds like a government thing.
Yeah,
to influence large groups of people to comply with our rules and regulations, to comply with how we feel.
Joey's last ditch effort to say how America's great. I'm always surrounded by busty women. Listen, if you go to Northern Europe, lots of busty women, and parts of Asia, lots of busty women. So, hey, Joey. I am going to be back tomorrow night with What the Fuck Wednesdays. And then on Thursday, we're going to be back with Morning Motivational Rant and mental health and all sorts of stuff. So come check us out. Like, share, subscribe. Leave us a message. We'll rant about anything. We're happy to have a good discussion. There are no busty women in Asia. Hey, I got one of them, and she's mine. Bought and paid for. Sir. 3 goats and 1 camel. No, that's fine. Europe is a different conversation. Listen, Europe has fallen to the Reds. It's fine. Anyways.
All right, guys.
Have a great day, everyone.
Thank
we'll
you.
See you later.